Number one, each of the graphic novels in Shen's collection increased in value by $3.50 in the last few years. If each graphic novel has the same value, what was the original value of one graphic novel? So we have to kind of read. He's got 10 graphic novels. Each book has increased $3.50 in value. The current value right now is $7.50. So what were they to begin with if they've all grown by the same amount and we're at $7.50? So what we have is we've got 10 books. I don't care what you call it. Put an N for novels, put a T, put a B for books, whatever you want to do, right? But we have 10 of them. They had an original price, and that original price has increased $3.50 for each of those 10 books. And now it equals $75. So we have to solve this problem. I'm going to write this on a different thing. We've got 10 books, had an original price that has been increased by $3.50. That equals $75. So two ways to solve this problem. I'll show you one way first. First thing you could do is you could choose to distribute this out and get a clear two-step equation. So 10 times P is 10P. 10 times $3.50 is $35. We just would move the decimal one place, right? I don't need the zero anymore. And then that equals 75. That's one way you can solve this problem. And now we can undo and doing order of operations backwards, or you can set up a see and do chart, whatever you want. You stare at the variable. What do you see? You see times 10. Expand your view. What do you see? Plus 35. So what do? We do this in backwards order. Or order of operations, GEMDAS backwards. And we see that we have addition in the problem. We see that we have multiplication in the problem, and we do those backwards. So we're going to get rid of the addition first by minusing 35. And make sure you do it to the other side. So you're going to get 10P equals, this will be 40. And then we're going to get rid of the multiplication by dividing by 10 and dividing by 10. Please don't stop here. I want to make sure you see the other way that we could solve this. This is one way. So the other way you can solve it, some of you might like to see this. I'm just writing the original problem because this will eliminate a step here. We had a step in the process here where we distributed. We distributed that 10 to get us the new equation that we see on this line. We don't have to do that. We don't. So what we can do is we can look at this problem and we can see that what's happening between this 10 and the parenthesis is a multiply. And what we have here is grouping symbols. So if we look at order of operations, we see we have multiplication here, and we see we have a grouping symbol. So we don't get to look inside the grouping symbol until we attack the grouping symbol. So what we're going to do is do this order of operation backwards. We're going to get rid of the multiplication first is what we'll do. So I'm going to move this concept away. Hopefully you still get it, but I'm just moving it over here. This is what we're going to do first. I need room to show my steps. So to get rid of this multiplication of times 10, we're going to divide this whole side by 10, and we're going to divide this by 10. So what happens is my 10s cancel out. These 10s go away because it's just 10 over 10 is 1. So those will kind of cancel out. I'll just bring down, and I don't need the grouping symbols, I'll just bring down the P plus 3.5 equals, this is 7.5. So then to get P by itself, I'm going to minus 3.5, and I'm going to minus 3.5, and you'll see P equals 4. And that is the same thing we got over here. So distribute it out first if you want, or just get rid of what that multiplier on the outside of the parenthesis, get rid of that first. So different ways we can attack it, right? And I wanted to make sure you see both.